When you survey Americans, you'll find out that a majority of Americans believe that we give too much aid to other countries, that we believe that we give an overwhelming amount. Republicans, by a significant majority, believe that we give way too much aid, and Democrats, by a slim majority, believe that we give too much aid. When you actually look at the numbers, however, what's interesting about it is if you ask people again, how much aid do you think we give? Most Americans will tell you somewhere around 30%, that we think that 30% of our taxes, 30% of American wealth just gets wasted around the world. The actual numbers of it are somewhere around 1% of US tax dollars and US wealth actually goes to other nations. So what this goes to show us is that there's a very effective disinformation campaign against US aid. And what Donald Trump and his administration have done is used that feeling, that belief that we're giving way too much, as a means by which to take control over and start shuttering the department US aid. That department, interestingly enough, was not created for the purposes of charitable giving. One of the complaints that you'll hear from Americans and from Donald Trump is like, well, the United States government is not a charity. But USAID wasn't created as a charity. It was created as an independent agency because John F. Kennedy thought that the bureaucracy was going too slow for being able to get the United States influence operation going on. Now, since it was an independent agency, a lot of presidents haven't liked that. They want to be able to kind of control where the money can go, and they want to be able to have a direct say on it. And that includes Democrat presidents. So for instance, even Joe Biden put restrictions on being able to give aid to Palestinians. So the whole idea behind it has actually been, in addition to maybe doing some good, that being able to counter other powerful nations in the world, like the USSR at the time, that we could have influence by engaging in this charity. And that seems to be very wise, right? You go and you do something that helps that nation out. As that nation grows and becomes stronger, they might have a resource, or all of a sudden they find that they have a resource and they're willing to engage with you more cheaply about it, or without tariffs, things like that. Interestingly enough, right now, they're trying to shutter USAID or put it through the State Department. And one of the areas in the world that'll be most negatively impacted by that is Africa, right? A lot of money has been given to help combat the AIDS epidemic, right? Now, the problem there is they're also a growing area, right? As a continent, they're finding more resources, right? And they're developing more political influence. And so as the United States pulls back from helping them, China and Russia always have their eye on how they can take advantage there.